Hi friends, welcome to Computer Science Learners. In this video we are going to discuss about structure versus union. So we know the structure and union both are user defined data types in C programming language. So using these structure and union, you can declare multiple data items under single name. So you can declare one integer variable, one float variable, some other data type variable, and you bundle all these under one name. So those are structure or union. And the keyword for writing a structure is struct. Using struct you can declare a structure. In case of union the keyword is union. And the syntax to write a structure is struct followed by variable name. So here this is user defined area, you can write any name, and structure having opening and closing curly braces. Within this area you can write the data types. So here the data type variables are called as members of the structure. So here you can declare any data type member, int, float, char, etc., whatever it is, but at the end of the braces you have to put semicolon. So that is the syntax. Struct followed by user defined structure name, opening brace, and you have to write the data members declaration, closing brace, semicolon. This is the syntax of the structure. In case of union, you have to follow the same syntax as structure, but only the difference is keyword. Union, user defined name and data members declaration, closing brace ended with semicolon. Right? Next, size of the structure. So size of the structure is sum of size of all the members. That means if a structure consists of integer and float, two variables, two members, so here the size of the structure is size of the integer variable plus size of the float variable. That gives the size of the structure. In case of union, the size of the union is size of the largest member available in the union. For example, I am having one character variable and one float variable in my union. So here the size of the union is size of the float variable available. So the maximum size, which variable occupied the maximum size, that should be the size of the union. But in case of structure, so size of the structure is sum of sizes of all the members available in the structure. And memory. So in case of structure, for every data member, it has a unique storage area. So whatever the data members available in the structure, each data member has a unique storage area, unique address, where the corresponding values can be stored. But in case of union, only one memory area that can be shared by all the members available in the union. For example, a union having 10 data members, among those one data member having the highest capacity, definitely that should be the size of the union. That much of memory was reserved, that memory was shared by all the members of the union. That is the difference in terms of memory between structure and union. Next, accessing. How we can access a structure. Here the members can be accessed at a time. So whatever the members available in the structure, all the members are accessed at a time. But in case of union, you can access only one member at a time. Even though we are having more than one member, you can access only one member at a time. So these are the main differences between structure and union. Now we can understand the programming difference. How can you write a structure variable? How can you assign the values and how can you get the values? Let's take some program and understand. So here I am having a program. So in this program I am taking a structure S student and union U student. I am taking two data members, same type of data members on both structure and union. Student number for storing student number, for storing average marks. One is integer and another one is float. So I am taking these two in union also. So here my intention is I want to get the size of the structure and size of the union. That is my intention in this program. So this is structure declaration, this is union declaration, you know. But you have to know, after declaring a structure, you cannot directly access the structure members or union members. If you want to access the members of the structure, you have to create a structure variable. So here S student is a structure. It consists of SNO and AVG marks. But directly you cannot access SNO and AVG marks. You have to create one variable for S student. Using that variable you can access these two members. So here is the syntax for creating structure variable. Struct keyword and S student. This is my structure. S1 is the variable for S student structure. In the same way, U1 is the variable for union U student. So I am creating S1 as a structure variable and U1 as a union variable. Okay, by using S1 I can access this SNO and this AVG marks. So how can I access? Structure variable name dot structure member S1 dot SNO, you get the SNO value. S1 dot AVG marks, you can get the AVG marks. So like that you can access. Just remember these things. But in this program I don't want to access the structure members. I am trying to get the size of the structure. For this I am using size of operator. So size of operator is used to get the size of the particular variable. So here size of S1. What is S1? S1 is a variable of S student structure. U1 is a variable of U student union. So using size of operator I am trying to get the size. So here what is the size of S1? S1 means S1 is having SNO memory location and AVG marks. One is integer and another one is float. So let us assume integer occupies 2 bytes. The compiler occupies 2 bytes for integer. And definitely float 4 bytes. So this is 4 plus 2. Total 6 bytes for the structure variable S1. And for what about U1? What is the size of union? Union size is always maximum size of the member available in the union. Among integer and float, float occupies more bytes. Float occupies 4 bytes. That 4 should be the size of the U student union. If you try to execute this program, you will get the output. Size of structure is 6. 2 plus 4 bytes, 6 bytes. Size of union is only 4, not 4 plus 2. So we know union size is equal to the maximum sized member available in the union. So that is how structure memory was allocated and union memory was allocated. So let's try to deep into this program by giving the values to the structure members and union members and try to print those values. So here I am taking the same example, structure and union, but I am assigning the values. For SNO, see here S1 dot SNO. S1 is what? S1 is the S student structure variable. AVG marks is the S student structure variable dot AVG marks. These two are the members of the S student. I am accessing these two members by using the structure variable S1. So S1 dot SNO is equal to 10 means 10 is assigned to SNO of S1. So like that I am assigning 75 marks for the AVG marks of S1. If I try to print these statements, here I am trying to S1 dot SNO, S1 dot AVG marks. if I am trying to print this code, I will get the output as 10 and 75.00 because it is float, so you will get .007. Okay, in the same way I am taking the same values, I am assigning the same values to the union 10 and 75, and I am trying to print those two members of the union. If I try to print this, you will get SNO equal to some garbage value and AVG marks equal to 75 dot. Why? So we know in union you can access only one data member at a time. That should be mostly largest value. If you try to access two data members or available data members, always it accesses the largest data member value. That means at a time you can initialize or access only one data member in case of union. So here I am trying to assign two data member values and trying to print two data member values. So it takes the largest value, AVG marks, and that value is assigned. SNO value is not assigned, so we got the garbage value. So that is the union concept. So this is the main differences between structure and union. So I hope you enjoyed this session well. Thank you.